Hachette Audio presents Beautiful Maria of My Soul, or the true story of Maria Garcia y Cifuentes, the lady behind a famous song. Written by Oscar Hijuelos. Read by Armando Durán.
To the memory of August Wilson and Guillermo Cabrera Infante. Part 1. Cuba, 1947. Chapter 1. Over 40 years before, when Nestor Castillo's future love, one Maria Garcia y Cifuentes, left her beloved Valle in the far west of Cuba, she could have gone to the provincial capital of Pinar del Rio, where her prospects for finding work might be as good or bad as in any place. But because the truck driver who'd picked her up one late morning, his gargoyle face hidden under the lowered brim of a lacquered cane hat, wasn't going that way, and because she'd heard so many things, both wonderful and sad, about Havana, Maria decided to accompany him, that cab stinking to high heaven from the animals in the back, and from the thousands of hours he must have driven that truck with its loud diesel engine and manure-stained floor without a proper cleaning. He couldn't have been more simpatico, and at first he seemed to take pains not to stare at her glorious figure, though he couldn't help but smile at the way her youthful beauty certainly cheered things up. Okay, he was missing half his teeth, looked like he swallowed shadows when he opened his mouth, and had a bulbous, knobbed face. The sort of ugly man, somewhere in his 40s or 50s, she couldn't tell, who could never have been good-looking, even as a boy. Once he got around to tipping up his brim, however, she could see that his eyes were spilling over with kindness, and despite his filthy fingernails, she liked him for the thin crucifix he wore around his neck, a sure sign, in her opinion, that he had to be a good fellow, un hombre decente. Heading northeast along dirt roads, the Cuban countryside with its stretches of farms and pastures, dense forests and flatlands gradually rising, they brought up clouds of red dust. Along some tracks it was so hard to breathe that Maria had to cover her face with a kerchief. Still, to be racing along at such bewildering speeds, of some 20 or 30 miles an hour, overwhelmed her. She'd never even ridden in a truck before, let alone anything faster than a horse and carriage.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?